Jefferson County Court Number 2 is back in session. The court is in session. In cause number M312164, case is style of State of Texas versus Kimberly Reed. We have Ms. Reed present in court with her attorney, Attorney Jack Lawrence. And we also have the state is present with Ms. Erica Porter, Assistant District Attorney, and Andrew Hugh, Assistant District Attorney. Mr. Lawrence, you had initially
I can't hear you, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Lawrence, you initially had this case set for
I still can't hear. My ears are stuffed up.
Okay, why don't you come forward? Now, Mr. Lawrence, you had this case set for a motion to quash.
Do I what?
You had this case set for a motion to quash.
We did, and we think we've worked out a plea.
Okay. So, okay, just do the plea papers, and then we'll call you back up.
Okay.
Jefferson County Court of Law number 2 is in session and calls number M312164. Case is filed in the state of Texas versus Kimberly Reed. Ms. Reed, would you please come forward with your attorney, Mr. Lawrence? Ms. Reed, your full name is Kimberly Reed?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Reed, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Reed, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
May put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Reed?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Reed, you're represented by your attorney Jack Lawrence. Attorney Lawrence, how are you doing?
Just fine, Your Honor.
Mr. Lawrence, do you waive a record in Ms. Reed's case or not? She's taking a record if you want a record.
I would like to go ahead and have her take the rest of
Okay,
the
that's
plea
fine.
record.
All right. And the state is represented in this case by Miss Erica Porter. Miss Porter, how are you doing?
Okay, right now.
Miss Reed, I have before me a document that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, Ms. Reed, it alleges that you, Kimberly Reed, on or about May 10 of 2016, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of interfering with public duties. Ms. Reed, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, how do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Reed, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials on the line next to a box that's checked nolo contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
And on the next page of this same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document that is titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this box, at the top of this document, there are two boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Reed, I also have another document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Reed, before you signed and initial all of these documents that I just showed you, did your attorney, Mr. Lawrence, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything that he went over?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Reed, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, would you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1 into evidence?
Yes, Judge, I'm sorry.
Any objections? Mr. Lawrence?
I just want to be sure you understand, she is very indigent, and that's
Okay.
all I need to say now.
Okay. Now, do you have any objections to State's Exhibit number 1?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibit number 1 is admitted. Mr. Lawrence, you've advised and counseled Ms. Reed. Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None, Your Honor.
And Ms. Reed, the attorney, Mr. Lawrence has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Reed, I will accept your plea of no contest. The court will also take judicial notice of the court's file. The court will also find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. The court will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The court will also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given to the state. Do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do.
And what is that agreement?
And in exchange for the defendant's plea of no contest, the state is offered 6 months deferred, $250 fine, 40 hours community service, and court costs.
Your Honor, if I could go into
Hold on a minute. You said it's 40 hours of community service?
It is.
Okay. 40 hours of community service. That's $250 fine. What is the court cost?
$492.
$392. That's 6 months. 360. And 190. 50. That's 6 months probation, right? Now, Ms. Reed, the state is offering that you serve 6 months deferred adjudicated probation. During the 6 month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $250 plus court costs of $392. You'll also be required to pay a probation fee of $60 each month, your analysis fee of $15 each month, and a reimbursement fee of $15. Your total monthly installments is $221. Are you able to pay the $221 each month?
Let me,
Hold on, she need to answer the question.
It's gonna be a little, like if you can go down. like,
she's very
Okay,
indigent.
okay, so are you saying that you're not able to pay that amount?
I can pay a amount, just not.
Okay,
Let me tell you about her, Your Honor.
okay, hold on, let me get her affidavit of indigence. It should say everything on that. Where's, hold on a minute. Okay, Mr. Reed, I have a document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. I will hand it to your attorney. He's gonna hand this document to you. Now, Mr. Reed, do you recognize that document?
Yes, sir.
And is that on page 2 of that same document, there's a signature at the top right-hand side. Is that your signature where it says defendant's signature? On page 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Ms. Reed, is everything on that document still true and correct today?
Just, the job, I have a job,
Okay, so you have a job now?
yes.
Okay, so let's see, could you give him a pen? How long have you been working?
Since, December the 15th,
Okay,
How long?
December the 15th.
okay, Miss,
Have you worked at the present job for 4 years or 2 years or what?
just December, that's been a few months, about 4 months.
Yeah.
Here you go, Mr. Lawrence. Would you, have her to, there's a spot that says take home pay? So that's
What she need to put?
where it says take home pay,
Yeah.
she need to
makes
write
10
that, she need to
Your Honor,
write that
makes
in.
$10 an hour
Okay,
for Whataburger.
okay. She need to write
That's your take-home pay. How much per week on average?
no, it's per month.
Per month? How much per month on average? Okay,
Okay, yes, yes.
You gotta tell them to write the.
let's see what else we have here.
Only thing she needs to do is add that amount to,
Do you get disability?
she already has that stuff filled in.
Yeah, I already signed.
Yeah, but she needs to add that amount that she just put on there, add that to the total.
We're gonna have to redo the whole thing, Your Honor.
I think they were saying some stuff changed when we were, some of her deductions need to be updated.
Oh.
So just make sure you
Oh.
update everything. that-
Oh, just update all of the, whatever your expenses are on the right-hand side. And just hold on, let her finish doing that.
Let me explain something, Your Honor. She's raising 3 children of her own. The oldest is 7 years old, and the husband has not lived with her for at least 2 years. Her husband has not lived there for at least 2 years. He was the one that was involved in the original incident with the police. Now, in addition to that, she doesn't receive child support from her husband. And she's the one who's the only person with the children living in the apartment. She doesn't have somebody chipping in on the rent. Although her parents maybe could if she was to ask them, I don't know. But the other thing is, she does not have a car of any kind. How long has it been since you've had a car?
About 9 months.
9 months since she had a car. And she's raising 3 children who are just now going into elementary school.
She has some questions for you.
Huh?
She has some questions for you.
Adding these with these.
Let me check over some of it. Total food expenses, 970.
Okay, we'll be in recess on that case. Next case is cause number 23CCCR 1926, case of style of state of Texas versus Gregory Wayne Edwards the third.
Approach on that, Judge?
Yes, and Mr. Edwards is appearing. Is that correct?
Say it again,
Mr.
sir. I didn't hear you. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, how are you doing, Mr. Edwards?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Edwards, you're represented in your case by your attorney Tom Kelly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
And Attorney Kelly, how are you doing?
Just fine, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mr. hold on a minute. Never mind. Okay. Now, Mr. Kelly, what is your announcement in Mr. Edwards' case?
Judge, we were present in drug court before Judge Thorne this morning. Our case was reset. We don't have a date yet, but I should before the end of the week. So
Okay, let's see.
the court could
This
reset
is-
this case.
Okay, this is Gregory Edwards. Yes. It's reset on April 29th. That's the same day of the felony, right?
Yes, that's the, date that the felony is.
Were you ever involved?
We sent to April 29th.
Okay, Mr. Edwards,
Yes, sir.
give me some bond conditions. Mr. Edwards, your case is going to be reset to April 29th of 2024.
After that, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Just give me those bond conditions. Your attorney is going to get your reset. Now, before your attorney,
If you're
I mean-
saying anything good, I can't hear you.
okay, Mr. Evans, I need to give you some bond conditions
Yes, sir.
off the carrying a weapon case. And we have some standard bond conditions for that case. And I'm going to read it to you. It says standard bond conditions in County Court at Law number 2. Following the return of a criminal information in County Court at Law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
And condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs and alcohol in the defendant's body. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Now, condition 3 and 4 does not apply. However, condition number 5 does apply, and it states defendant is prohibited from possessing a firearm or ammunition unless defendant is a peace officer as defined by section 1.07 of the Penal Code, actively engaged in employment as a sworn, full-time, paid employee of a state agency or a political subdivision. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Edwards, your case is gonna be reset till April 29th of 2024. Again, your attorney will be giving you a reset, and I'll give a copy of these bond conditions to your attorney. And we will also send a copy of these bond conditions to your bondsman so that you can get a copy of these bond conditions from either your attorney or your bondsman.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
understand? All right. Mr. Edwards, you're free to go. Oh, Mr. Edwards,
Yes, sir.
so that when you come to court,
Mhm.
check in here first. And then once you check here, you're gonna go to the felony court, and then when you leave the felony court, you need to come back to this court.
Yes, sir. And this
All
is the county, you said county court of law too?
Yes, county court at law number 2. Apparently,
Yes,
you
sir.
checked in earlier this morning, but you didn't come back. That's,
The mistake was mine, Judge.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your attorney said that he mistakenly told you to leave, but it makes
Okay.
sure you make your appearance in all the case, in all the courts that you have court dates.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, you
All
free
right,
to go,
thank you.
and you have a blessed day.
You too.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, we're gonna give you a reset.
How much is it?
Miss,
I'm gonna make a copy of it, Judge.
okay, she's gonna make a copy. You can get your reset and you'll be free to go. And we're gonna set a copy to,
Saying that.
okay. Mr. Kelly, you free to go. You have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge. Thanks for
Okay.
hearing us.
Okay.
Even though it's late.
Okay.
We need to add that in.
Ms. Reed, is everything true and correct on this affidavit of indigence?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even add that in there. Okay. You had that article that, I guess, this one. This one. 26.05. How much is that, probation fee?
$250.
Okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. So that's a 250 fee. That's gonna be waived. For Article 6. Okay, is that right? $150 plus. Plus 15. Okay. 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 Now, Miss Reed,
Yes, sir.
good, ready to, I had to recalculate some things. First of all, the court is gonna find that you are indigent pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. And based on that finding of indigency, the fine of $250 and the court cost of $392 is going to be converted to community service. It's going to be converted to, it's going to be converted to 51 hours of community service to fine and court costs. The probation fee of $60 a month is going to be reduced to the statutory minimum of $25 a month.
Okay.
The attorney's fees of $250 is going to be waived pursuant to Article 26.05 G-11. So you won't have to pay that. You'll be required to pay the urinalysis fee of $15 a month and the reimbursement fee of $15. Your total monthly installments is $51 a month. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Will you be able to pay that?
Yes, sir.
$51?
Yes. Now, the 51 hours of community service will be in addition to the 40 hours of community service that you are required to perform. So that will be a total of 91 hours of community service. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
That is- Now, you'll be on probation for a period of 6 months. Now, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Reed, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Reed, if you successfully complete the probationary period, this case will be dismissed. It will not result in a conviction on your record, and you may qualify for a non-disclosure. You can talk to your attorney, Mr. Lawrence, about the non-disclosure because he's quite competent in those matters. Now, Ms. Reed, you're gonna just have a seat, and when the court coordinator is ready, she'll have you to come up and sign the paperwork. And once you get the paperwork, you're free to go. And you have a blessed day. Mr. Lawrence, you're free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm gonna run for the restroom.
This will conclude the calling of the court's dockets on today's date of March 25th of 2024. In County Court at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, Judge Terrence L. Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day.
US,